Thank y'all for tuning in to the Miseducated podcast.
You already know, 5 men, 5 different cities, 5 different perspectives.
Episode there you 4.5. Go. 4.5.
Yes, sir. Episode 4.5, continuation of the last joint. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
I know I did.
Now we're just gonna give y'all. We're just gonna give y'all a little bit more now.
But we do need to get back on the Roya.
Okay. So yeah. So let's get back to that. So we were talking. So before we went off on a tangent talking about toes.
Ain't nothing wrong with sucking toes.
So we were talking. We were addressing the DJ Khaled situation with Tyler the Creator. How he was upset that Tyler got the #1 album, and Khaled was saying that he makes music for the radio, people to sing along, people to dance to, people to listen to it in their car, and Tyler the Creator makes quote mysterious music unquote, which I don't understand, because if the music is so mysterious, he wouldn't have outsold you stupid motherfucker.
I'll be honest with you. When Tyler Creator first came out, I was expecting to hear Tyler Creator rapping, so I was kind of skeptical, like, yo, what the fuck is this mysterious bullshit?
I think on a previous episode you mentioned that too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna correct myself. I didn't know that it was cool to be a curator these days. I didn't know that you could actually
curate the vibes,
produce it, get people to be on it.
Go ahead and plug your little goddamn playlist too, because you're a curator too.
Oh yeah, I'm a playlist, yo. Follow me on Apple Music, Kevy Boy. I got the little vibes, you know what I'm saying? If you want to come through, I'll share them with you. I ain't sucking no toes.
This nigga is tripping.
He doing it wrong, man.
But anyway,
he would lick your ass though. So
wow.
Can we pour this man a shot? Continue what you were saying.
Find me a girlfriend so I don't have to fucking be in this single group of scoundrels anymore. I'm trying to be like Dennis and James. I'm trying to just be subtle, stay in the background, be on my best behavior.
Yo, fake. I'm trying to suck 2 pair of feet.
Whoa! He said 2 pair of feet. So that's like singular and plural at the same time, bro. How the fuck?
What?
2
1 pair of feet?
So,
one nigga.
Yeah. So you trying to suck 4 feet?
Here, just
4
drink
foot.
4 feet in your mouth at the same time is nuts.
Jeez, you were saying.
So DJ Khaled, he got in his bozo bag and was complaining, and he was complaining about the sales, because damn son. Damn.
But can we explain? Does anybody know the real reason why he didn't come in at #1? I heard it was some controversy.
Apparently, he had a bundle with like an energy drink company, and the energy drink company was kind of coercing people to buy the drink and telling them, if you buy this, you get this album. So go support Khaled. Yeah.
Okay.
So then Billboard disqualified over 100,000 sales because the energy drink company was kind of coercing people to go buy the album with the drink. So kind of like a bundle situation.
Yeah. What? That's so. Can we? That is the dumbest move on marketing.
You don't have to raise your hand, but before you get to that, it's actually, as crazy as it is, this is something that's been done for decades. You know what
yes,
I mean?
not energy
drinks. And you know what's interesting about it? I guess the reason Khaled was so mad is because he came in at like 137,000 for his first week.
Yeah.
And Tyler the Creator came in at like 170,000, something like that. So with that extra 100,000, Khaled would have been at well over 200,000. You know what I mean? So he would have got the #1 album. The exact same thing happened last summer with Nicki Minaj.
It's a Nicki Minaj effect.
Because with Travis Scott, it was like it wasn't even a whole bundle. It was like you buy a ticket to a show, you get the album. You buy a shirt, you get his album.
You got to shout out Jay-Z originally.
Right. Can I present an idea that y'all are probably going to be wild and shocked? Let's mention the year was 2008. Kevy Boy was, graduating high school. Fun times. Can we talk about how 50 Cent and Kanye West had a friendly battle, right? Yep. Which I, to this day, believe boosted 50 Cent's sales, because I promise you he wouldn't have got as much, right?
True.
Yeah,
shout out Kanye West. I don't care how crazy y'all think he is. 500,000 first week.
No. 969,000.
900
for graduation.
Yeah.
He's in the top 10 like highest selling rap albums first week.
What if Khaled and Tyler Creator would have put their differences to the side and made the beef public? but it was a friend thing,
Yeah.
and they would have just been going at each other.
Oh, that would've been amazing.
That would've been-
I
would've been
really both
fire.
think that Tyler the Creator's album is shout out Tyler the Creator. Your album is fire, but
Yes.
imagine how much more of the mainstream bozos would actually listen to your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
True.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, because what's interesting about that is because
and
if
then
you-
they wouldn't have even Billboard wouldn't even have cared about the indie drinks because you're playing the game.
Exactly.
You're doing your own marketing.
Yeah.
And
Poof.
Billboard is still eating.
Yeah. So, and what's interesting about that is that if they would have did it like that, the same way Kanye and 50 Cent kind of went at it, and 50 Cent like
You
we
said
already
Cayenne?
Cayenne.
I mean, y'all
Think about peppers.
niggas
Think about
didn't make me take too many shots. I done
seasoned
had
toes.
2 Professor Hulks.
Think about them season
Nah,
toes.
the way
but-
that Kanye
Yeah.
No
and
damn
50
toes.
Cent, this nigga, all right, whatever. The way that Kanye and 50 Cent went at it, and it boosted 50 Cent's sales. Had Khaled and Tyler Creator done that, we would have seen more people that probably weren't like real big into like, oh, I gotta stream it the first day it's out or the first week it's out.
Word.
Streaming a lot of these albums, so Khaled would have boosted his sales, and Tyler the Creator would have boosted his sales. So honestly, like you're saying, bro, it would have worked out best for both parties, and even Billboard.
Yo, it was I was talking to my brother yesterday, and shout out to Joseph.
That's your brother.
Yes,
Shout
my
out
brother's-
Joseph.
my
bro.
brother.
We gotta get him out
Shout
of
out
here,
to
bro.
Joseph, man.
Come on the podcast,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's gonna be a
So
hot
this-
summer in the Bronx.
You
Yeah,
and
it's
French
definitely
Montana, we need you on the podcast ASAP.
You got to bring him with you, little nigga. So he brought to my attention the Travis Scott, what Dave brought up with the Travis Scott Nicki Minaj thing, how Travis Scott sold his merch, and if you bought a T-shirt, you get an album. But I think the loophole behind that was that it's his own merch that he is selling. So since it's his own merch and it's his own album,
Then
he's
it's-
able to do it.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
then he also mentioned to me the Jay-Z thing with Sprint, because he thought it was
Yep.
kind of like what Khaled did, but no. Sprint bought the first 1 million copies.
Yeah, that's
right.
of Magna Carta.
Samsung.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
to
Samsung bought the first 1 million copies of that album. So it's not like Jay-Z went in a thing like, oh, if you buy this Samsung phone,
Nope.
you get the copy of Magna Carta. No, Samsung already went ahead and bought the 1 million copies.
That's right.
So for any
Shout
of you
out Jigga.
idiots already, so any of you idiots or the miseducated out there, for any of the miseducated people out there thinking that this has happened before, no, it hasn't. The other people, they figured out ways, strategic ways
because
to do it
actually,
perfectly.
if you think about it, so they did with Samsung, but then if you had Sprint, you had the album. You got the album early,
Yeah.
Right, right. Because
Yeah,
my
'cause
black
I
ass
remember
was
I
actually
got it.
thinking about switching over for that, and is
It ended
you
up in
know.
T-Mobile.
Right.
But plot twist. It actually has happened before because Nicki Minaj's beef was not with Travis Scott selling his own merch. Her beef was with his counterpart in Kylie Jenner promoting and
that's
getting
true.
all
Oh,
of her
that is true.
minions.
Yeah.
And that's exactly
Man,
why.
that makes it
because
even
to
worse.
be honest,
Man.
but to be honest, you got to feel it. If she wouldn't have said, to be honest, let's just be honest. There's a whole new wave that has tapped into Travis Scott just because he's dating her. Now
Yeah.
he's fire,
Whose fault is that?
but I'm saying, as far as being fair and as far as legit sales, how is that to be coerced if you're shouting out saying, yo, I need y'all to get that album? Now, what's the difference between
But
her...
that's your man, though.
Exactly. What's the difference between her helping her mans out or YG supporting Tyga's album this weekend by posting it and saying go get it?
I feel
What's the
that.
difference?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
The
Right,
only
right.
difference is like, Kylie has a bigger platform than say
Far
YG
bigger.
than, you know what I mean?
But
In
who's
that
to
sense.
decide that?
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
know? People pick and choose when they want rules to be rules.
Yeah, true.
You know what? And it's interesting because just because me and Dennis were talking about this before. The way music is sort of moving, you know what I mean? It's not. It's becoming less about like the actual content. You
That's
know what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
Which,
Right.
which
It's
is
becoming
best
less about the actual content, and now it's becoming about like, okay, how can we reach more people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how can we reach people that we had like that aren't listening to this album like whatsoever? Like, wouldn't even check for Travis Scott whatsoever unless they were like hip hop heads. or, like,
People are
with
not
Kanye.
the people are not making music for the longevity anymore.
Yeah.
No,
they
not
want
at
that
all.
quick hit because
Yeah.
that's the
want that
times
money.
they,
It's a
yeah,
we in the
exactly.
microwave era. That's what it is.
Because I think about it. Think about it.
It's a bunch of hot pockets.
So
out there.
so
it.
think about it. 10 years from now, all these songs that we hearing, how many of them are actually gonna be playing?
Lil
like,
Nas X is staying.
yeah,
That one will.
I mean, that Old Town Road, yeah.
That one
Old Town Road is fire.
But think about it, because
say.
is there gonna be another back that ass up?
Ooh,
There will never be another one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's never gonna be songs like that when you hear, or like Swag Surf, where it come on where everybody's like, yo, like, because we're not getting that type of substance no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, yo, I just gotta make the quick hit real quick.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? I always think about that. I'm like, what type of song in the next 10 years that I'm gonna hear that I get excited and then my kids get excited about too?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
no, that's real. That's
And
real.
to be honest, to tap back into that, is Lil Nas X's EP gonna be fire?
You know what?
He's tapping into other genres too, like rock.
It's supposed to come. It's supposed to come out.
This
like,
whole
in the next couple weeks.
the Old Town Road song, if believe it or not, was a joke.
What?
It sounded like
Lil Nas X is a whole other songs. He's a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
He's not. Yo, you know what? To be
Auto-tune.
honest,
It's cool.
He's not.
It's nice.
He's not bad.
He's not bad either.
Yeah.
He has some. If you really go on like his Instagram, I don't know if he's deleted it or not.
I think he deleted all his old joints.
Oh, he deleted all his old.
I think Columbia got to him.
Yeah, they got to him, but
Of course they did.
You gotta get rid of this.
You gotta
he had a
repackage it.
good. I'm not sure. He probably wasn't the first to do it, but I'm 29 years old, so I'm not hip to all this young shit. But apparently the new wave is making your music and then putting some like anime fucking video to go with it.
Yep.
And that's what he did. And to be honest, the shit was fire with what he had to say. Now, I don't know if Columbia got with him and his whole shit's gonna sound different. But if he just sticks to what he's doing, making his own beats like he did and all of that, I really think he'll go far.
You know what? I actually have once again, we're gonna throw on this conspiracy hat. Sorry, they didn't have
conspiracy do
Conspiracy time.
Conspiracy Durag.
No flap.
No
Conspiracy
yeehaw.
Durag.
Shout
no
out
flap.
to the Conspiracy Durag.
So,
Only on the
oh.
Miseducated podcast.
Title of the next, title for the show.
Oh, Conspiracy Durag.
Conspiracy
There it is.
Durag.
Yep.
All right,
Pen,
we're
got
gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yo, listen. I'm happy you brought up Columbia. I'm happy we all talked about Columbia. I just gotta ask. I know Freeway put me on to Lil Nas X like last year. You know what I mean? Like, right when that song came out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am responsible for his success.
There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
I heard this song back in like November.
Yeah,
And
when
I played this shit so fucking much. I'm pretty sure my family members back in New York wanted to fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and I'll keep it a sec. You know what I mean? Like when he played it for me or when he showed it to me, it was like, okay, this is a joke. You know what I mean? But this is funny. I know same thing for Cori. Dennis and I'm sorry, pointing at Kevin. Dennis and Clevin.
Yeah.
When was the first time
Looks
you guys
like
heard
I'm
this
the new
song?
sexual chocolate.
When was the first time y'all heard this
First
song?
time I heard is when it start making noise on social media.
When it was like, yo, you know what I mean? He's not going to be on that country billboard or whatever.
Yeah.
First time I heard it is actually when Jimmy posted it.
Jimmy posted it, right?
You know, I might have saw it on the Explore page one other time with
Yeah.
the horse meme in the back of the
Yeah,
trailer, but
I seen the horse thing or whatever, yeah. All right, so Dennis, what's interesting about when you heard about the song, right? You know what I mean? The whole Billboard isn't posting the song, or like Billboard isn't going to accept it. About 4 days before that article was posted or that news was like came out, Lil Nas X got signed to Columbia Records, or at least it was announced. He was signed to Columbia Records. Obviously, a few days later, they talk about he's not going to be on a country Billboard record, country Billboard. You know what I mean? Really, really quickly. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, there's this outrage, and mind you, this isn't Billboard saying this. This is like some random ass. You know what I mean? I want to say it was like Complex or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like that was saying this shit, and then all of a sudden you start seeing the outrage. Like, yo, why can't he be posted if Post Malone is on rap charts?
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that black backlash took him to number one.
Yeah.
True.
Which leads me to a conversation about industry plans. Conversation about industry plans.
Okay.
Now, I'm happy that Lil Nas X, you know what I mean, is quote-unquote industry plan. You know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm concerned, that man's an industry plan.
I think he even said it himself, if I'm not mistaken. He's alluded to it.
Did he say that himself?
He's alluded to, like, you know, I remember hearing or seeing something on social media that he kind of just alluded to, like, Columbia setting this shit up. I'm just kind of just falling in place.
That's nuts. I didn't know that. There's more than a few rappers. The only other official industry plant that I could think of off the top of my head is Logic.
Okay.
Logic.
You think Logic was industry man?
Logic has been signed to Def Jam since his first mixtape.
Wow.
The Sinatra shit?
Yep.
How long ago? What was that? Like 09? 10?
Was it 09? It was probably around like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, it was a while.
Yeah, it was signed. He was signed to Death Threats like 2012, 2013. I don't listen to Logic, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
Me neither.
But
Logic, he could rap.
Okay.
Logic could rap.
whatever you say, bro.
No, for real. Logic could rap.
Shout out
bro.
Maryland, East Coast. What's up, DMV?
He's corny.
Chip.
He's corny, but Logic could rap.
You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to bro.
I just don't like how he put the whole fucking Wu-Tang on one song for clout.
Drake almost did it for Wu-Tang Forever remix.
Well,
But he didn't do it, so you're right.
God, I almost.
Yeah.
Because Wu-Tang, the regular song, that joint got me plenty of cheeks back in my day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest.
That's what's up.
Yo, but point being, the conversation about industry plans. All right, Chance the Rapper.
He is an industry plant.
Industry plant?
I mess with Chance.
He's an
But
industry
I mean,
plant.
that doesn't mean he can't be an industry plant.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that
5
he's
guys,
not.
5 different cities, 5 different perspectives. I do not fuck with Chance the Rapper, bro.
Really?
He sounds
Okay.
like my fucking ex, just whining all the fucking time. I hate the way he fucking raps. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. That acid rap, maybe his new stuff is
that's
cool,
when I started listening
but
to
that shit with
acid
Lil
rap.
Wayne with the choir and the shit, that shit was annoying. They played that shit out on the radio.
That's that
did.
Chicago sound though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the
No
acid
problem.
rap, I couldn't get into it. Like, maybe he's cool, maybe, but like, y'all gotta change my mind because I'm not fucking with it.
The
You know
acid
what?
rap was cool. That
Somebody,
rap was
okay,
fire.
everybody in here, in here, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I won't even name somebody popular. I'll name somebody like underground, right?
Okay.
By all means.
By all means, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I have free tickets to a concert.
Okay.
I say, yo, you could either go to a Chance the Rapper concert,
Okay.
or you can go to a.
You know what? Before you even finish, Chance song, me personally, going to that other concert.
Good. I was gonna say Denzel Curry, but I'm gonna chill
I'll
out.
go to
Oh,
Denzel.
yeah,
I'll go to
yeah,
Denzel.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
Curry.
yo,
I was gonna
Blueface.
say Vic Mensa, but not him.
Whoa,
what's the
no,
what's the
no,
other
no,
dude?
Blueface.
What's the other dude? He's a Crip, and we was just talking about
Shout
how
out
he
to
Genesis?
No, the other dude starts with a V.
By the way, OT Genesis never dropped an album. He just dropped.
Nope.
He's smart.
He only
Yo,
dropped
he's smart
singles.
because he only drops singles and he goes on tour.
And
forever.
segue, he just dropped his new bitch because Malika said she was single.
Whoa.
Well, hey.
Segue to what?
For all the shorties out there who like gossip, I keep up with it.
Yo.
That part.
Kevy Boy is a TMZ industry plant.
Yo, for real,
He
one of
is.
my dream jobs before I moved out here, a lot of y'all don't know, I really wanted to work for E! News. Like, I wanted to
wow.
be the
Okay.
cool Terrence.
Oh,
like,
you wanted to be a muckraker.
bro,
That's
what
you.
the fuck is that?
What is a muckraker?
He's pretty much like a goss, like somebody who works in like the gossip news.
Gotcha.
That shit sound like...
just like
By the way,
fucking
we never
slave.
found out what happened with Terrence and his girl in that accident.
Oh.
What did happen?
We know what happened.
That
Terrence
went-
and-
Was that a
Quiet.
fake accident?
No,
I think somebody was drunk and they just kept it under wraps.
Yeah, because
He-
it wasn't
he
like
hit
him
with
and
a
his
DUI?
girl. It was like him and like some other chick.
No. His girl was driving the car. That's what the reports that I read. But that's mysterious. When you got bread, you can just sweep it under the rug.
Shout out Terrence J for
Can't wait till
getting
we get
Shout
bread,
out-
you
shout
know?
out-
getting away.
Shout out
First
Terrence J
4
for
episodes getting
using to
swept under
coming
the rug.
around too
Shout
with a
out to-
different bitch every time. And then we have an accident, we assume it's with
Shout
your
out to
bitch.
sweeping things under the rug, too.
Yeah, and I know you never gonna listen to this, so guess what? I said it. Cause guess what? Ain't nobody gonna beat my ass.
All right.
Well,
Watch Terrence J pull up at the store.
Yeah, bro.
And I ain't gonna be there.
Hey, on some real though, sometimes when we be having conversations, I'll be like, yo, what if I'm just walking down on Fairfax
Nigga just pull up on
or
you.
Beverly Hills and you know,
the niggas was wilding for that Whack 100 shit last week. I was like,
I still need to see him get his ass knocked out.
No,
I
because
still need to see that.
we see these people like
all the time.
oh, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We
Yeah,
see
they
these
be out
people all
here.
the time. So
And we-
somewhat regularly.
yo, and we starting to reach motherfuckers too because I was just looking at our stats. Niggas, we starting to reach people. So
Bro, yeah. So
Can we talk about how 50 Cent is a marketing genius?
Can we talk about the outfit that 50 Cent was wearing when dude tried to get him to see his Instagram?
You know what? All right, two things. Two things I gotta touch on. One, 50 Cent was wearing a flannel.
50 Cent
with some cargo
Freeway
shorts.
Jimmy came through in today.
Yeah.
And some jean shorts.
No, it was a cargo shorts.
50 Cent looked like me in 07.
Right.
I swear to God. All he was missing was some foam.
And I think he had some FUBU Air Force Ones.
FUBU Forces?
50 Cent was ready to catch
And in
a
the
body
words of my
second-
illustrious brother, shout out Jay Gatz, he was with a brick house.
Bro, nah, she was fired. And that nigga was ready to swing on Shorty. I mean, not Shorty.
Whoa,
Ready to swing on-
whoa.
This nigga been wilding all night.
Damn.
Shout out to toxic masculinity.
Me Too movement got a shut down
Shout out Future.
already.
He was not ready to swing on Shorty. He was ready to swing on an old dude.
Oh, yeah.
Cause you
So
stupid.
sorry. I done drank 2
He's like,
pints of Hose.
it ain't gonna work.
50 had
how
one
you
of those
approach me.
outfits on looking like he was ready to go on one of them little wine painting adventures.
Yeah.
You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
you know
Where
what he looked like?
paint
He looked like he just served like 17 years, and that was the outfit he got
That they
arrested
get
in.
when you-
And
they
he
gave it
wore
back
that
to
out,
him.
and he took Shorty out of the date. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, but even outside of that, 50 Cent, the fact that
He met somebody that matched his energy, though.
Yeah,
That's real.
Shout out to Richmond. 50 looked like he was going to Fridays at Sunset.
Yo,
That's where he was going.
Hey, listen, I'm not jacking that. Hold on a second. Remember, I don't know what episode it was. I don't remember that we spoke about the dude that got knocked out by the baby.
Yeah.
oh, that was the second
Yeah,
episode.
You
the
were
third.
right.
Remember, I told y'all,
Yes.
my man did it on purpose. My man did it for clout. Remember that
Wow,
shit.
you did.
Remember, I said that. The guy that did it to 50, what does he have in common with the bozo that got knocked out on purpose?
He was ass.
No, that too. He's a SoundCloud rapper as well that wants some kind of clout.
Yeah.
I believe
that's
it.
true.
That nigga was ready
That's
to
what
get
he
knocked
wanted to,
out.
because then he went and made a video.
Yep.
He went and made a video talking about like, oh, I just want to listen to my music. I just want to listen to my music. And then I watched the altercation, and I quote, "Yo, 50 was mad non-confrontational. 50
all.
was looking at him like, yo, my man, like,
Shit,
get out of my
put them
face."
keys in his pocket.
Yo, the way he kind of had a little square up with him.
50 said what?
No,
After a while, though,
after
when
a
it was
while,
getting
but what
a
I'm
little
saying
out
is
of
like,
hand.
Till he saw
when
niggas recording, he was like,
yeah, as soon as dude like started picking up his pants and was like, yo, you gonna hit me right here? 50 had his keys in his hand. He wasn't trying to hit you.
Yes, he was.
Like he was talking to you. What are you
50 was
talking
ready.
about?
But
Shade.
50 was smart because 50 was thinking about his money.
Yeah.
He was
course.
like, yo, if I hit this cat,
He's suing me.
he's suing me.
Easily.
And
Because
it ain't even worth it.
I'ma get
'cause
somebody to
this
kill
bitch
him.
I'm with already been smashed.
yeah, because with 50, you know what I mean? Like bro said, he's a marketing genius.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Power. Look at
Everything that
Plus,
he does.
Vitamin
for
water, all
50,
that
50 only plays with people who got money like he do.
exactly.
He's not going to pick on people who just whatever. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I can't get nothing out of you.
Yeah.
You can only get something out of me. You
Come
know
on.
what I'm saying? So 50 is smart. He's smart about what he does.
Hinge and Tinder is dry as a bitch tonight, fellas. I just
yeah, it
want
ain't
y'all to
really
know that.
popping that much.
Yo, the industry plan shit. You still want to touch on that? You want to finish up on that? Would you?
The only thing I gotta say is that Lil Nas X is an industry plant, but it is good that we have a black industry plant like Lil Nas X, who is.
Oh, I know another black industry plant.
Who else you got?
His name, y'all probably never heard of him. I think his name is NLE Chopper.
Yeah, NLE Chopper. Yeah.
Him.
Because he's with Steve Stout.
And
Okay.
that's exactly my point. NLE Chopper literally was a SoundCloud kid just rapping.
Yeah, he made a song that
randomly.
still
He
is.
signed to United Masters randomly.
Yeah.
Smart.
And then all of a sudden, my man got 1 million streams.
Yeah.
Smart.
Wow.
All of a
Genius.
sudden.
I love it.
But I still can't name one song. He
I
has.
can't either.
I
It's
can't
cool.
even.
It's cool.
That
I'm
hit
pretty sure if you
song.
hear.
By the
I'm pretty
end
sure
of
if
the
you hear
summer,
it.
you will.
I'm pretty
I
sure if you
promise.
hear the song, you know what it is.
So
What's
a
the name
guy
again?
that's never had a #1 song is gonna claim that he retired. I only know this because I follow the gossip blogs, not because I actually heard his music. And then he's gonna unretire just to not release music again.
Wait, who are you talking
Who we
about?
talking about right now?
NLE Chopper, the little light skinned
He
dude that
retired?
always has his shirt off.
He retired?
He said that he wasn't releasing any more music, and now he says that he's releasing.
Hey,
music
look.
again.
Here's all I'm gonna say about this, and then you
These
know
young
what?
kids
We're
always
gonna
fake
move on.
retiring.
Segway Jesus about to bless up. 98 or 97. Too Short retired.
Right.
2000.
One of the best storytellers in hip hop.
right?
easily.
Not it was no Instagram. What if there was Instagram back?
With
then?
Too Short would have been a way bigger rapper.
Snapchat too.
But listen, 2003 or was it 2004? Y'all are Jacob fans.
Yep.
Black Album. What did Jigga do?
2003.
I'll say it was retired.
And the Black Album was fire, and it was
fire,
crack,
right?
and he had more due diligence to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. I know you're a Jigga fan. So listen, a nigga can say you can retire from rap every single day of the week.
Marketing tool.
After you have a #1 album, and after you have something called, and I hate to use this word, clout. Some people got to have it. Hey,
Clout.
some people really need it. Oh well, that cloud, that cloud.
Samples this session.
We're not clearing samples in this podcast.
Yeah,
so if y'all
we
want
ain't got no money.
if
We
y'all
ain't got
want to
no
sue
money.
us,
Yo, listen, all of these estates, if
We ain't got
anybody's
no
seen
money.
these estates up, like, yo, these
Niggas will
is singing a
snitch
song,
on they brother.
if y'all want to sue us,
come,
we're here to fight. We're here to fight.
come on the show, talk to us. We're
Yeah.
going to figure out something else
Yeah,
outside of
because
suing.
niggas ain't got no type of money for that.
I have a question for y'all regarding. It kind of goes back to like Khaled and Tyler the Creator. It kind of goes back to that. Why is first week sales only important in hip hop and rap?
You know what?
That's
I
a
think
good
it's
one.
important in all music, but
Especially hip hop.
with regard to hip hop, and I said this in the chat, I think it's because like it's just good promotion. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you
it's
also
just a
said it was
good look.
because it's still compared to other genres. It's still.
I remember
It's
when
still a
Wayne
genre.
sold 1 million in a week.
Bro.
But y'all want to know something crazy? If Kendrick Lamar would have came out and did what Tyler the Creator did, people would have dick ride, but people would have been fucking mad. There's no. How do you go from being a silly fucking guy that cuts up to actually being lyrical and people taking you serious lyrical? And
Nigga
then
always
once you have that platform of people taking you seriously, you come out with Potato Salad with A$AP Rocky, and people are like, I cannot wait for this
Potato
album.
Salad.
Remember?
Yeah, Potato
Yeah.
Salad.
People cannot wait until you come out with your album because they actually know you can actually spit now.
But here's the thing.
You go from being a goofball to being actually spitting. Then you come out with a fucking Lock and Key on a Wednesday album.
Like the problem
It
was
slaps, but it's just it's like an LA album.
Tyler the Creator was never not
not lyrical. That
lyrical. You get what I'm saying? His wordplay has always been nice. He was just really like goofy in the way he presented it,
exactly.
to where people was like, "Yo, I
I'm
don't know
putting
about
out
this
an
weird
album.
stuff."
I'm putting
bro.
out an album,
We
and
just
I'm
do it
gonna
right
get
now.
fat. Chick-fil-A milkshake. Oh, Chick-fil-A milkshake.
What?
Chick-fil-A milkshake.
Yeah, it's the remix.
Make the bitch quake.
What are these niggas talking about?
Come through on finish shake.
Okay.
Why is it every time when niggas trying to make you feel what they saying, they gotta touch you, bruh?
That's it.
I don't get
This
it.
nigga had to, he had
He's
to
like,
tap
tap me like,
Jimmy
yo, I don't-
he's like, you
yeah,
feel me?
you know what I'm
Jimmy's
about to
over there
fucking
like,
say
nah,
right now.
bro.
Nah,
So
so
niggas rapping at the club basically like, hold on.
Have you ever had a nigga in the
When
club
it
trying
all
to
comes
freestyle to you?
crashing
Oh,
down.
Yo,
nigga,
son.
I'm usually the nigga in the club trying to freestyle.
Like, bro, we not here for that.
Yo, on everything I love, I'm always a nigga in the club.
Black people are professionals at that. When they're about to tell a joke and they know it might not smack, here, yo, look at this nigga short. Please, help me out. Dear God, help me out.
That's true.
You on your own.
Yo, if you get because it
Always
goes back.
tapping his brother.
It goes back to that first conversation I was having about whether or not Oprah was, you know what I mean, a pain dealer or whatever.
How in the fuck does that go back
Watch,
to?
I want you to tie this one. I need
pain
you
are
to
you
tie this
gonna-
one
I
up.
gotta hear this.
Listen. As black people, we feel like, yo, everything we do is gotta involve every black person I see. So if there's a black person next to me, I don't care how bad the bar is. I'm gonna tap you like, yo, this shit is about to be crazy, bro. And then if it's not, if that nigga look at me like, bro, that wasn't it. The next 2 bars, I'm gonna try to like, yo, we gonna shoot that shot.
Yeah.
So it's just one of them things, you know what I mean? So
You're
it's like-
always gonna attempt it.
you know what I mean? Because look at Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, going back to Oprah, and then we gonna move on. Her ass interviewed old girl, the Central Park jogger. You know what I mean? And then, not even 2-3 years later, she's interviewing Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean? Right after he comes back from Africa, after leaving the Chappelle show. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to play both sides. Point I'm trying to make is, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I got a bad bar
in the club.
in the club,
The beat is hard.
but my niggas is with me, I'm like, yo, bro. Listen to this shit
You
real
feel
quick.
me? You feel me?
He gonna look at me like, I'm like,
nigga,
give it a sec, give it a sec.
I'm
Nigga
like,
just-
bro, just listen to the song.
Nigga just be in your ear like, and you just like this.
You're gonna put up the lyrics on your phone and be like, yo, my man, you gonna read this? You want to understand it better?
Yeah.
I'm just telling niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, with a tweet.
Shout out to niggas rapping in the club.
If y'all niggas would have gave me like 6 or 7 more bars, but I'm good now.
Shout out to you.
But back to the first week sales.
First week sales.
Why is that important?
Once again, I think it's important because rap is a newer genre.
It's a new genre.
You know what I mean? Outside of it being a good promotion tactic, if you look at the very, very first rap album that went #1 on Billboard, it was Beastie Boys, License to Ill, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
Miseducated, I could be wrong.
Yeah. No, it was.
Yeah. So, ever since then, it's been like, you know what? We got to kind of catch up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be white people on the forefront of this sort of movement.
The genre that we created, I mean? Yeah.
And it's sort of a double-edged sword because it's like, okay, if you look at the Billboard on a regular weekly basis, it's not black people on the top.
No,
you know what I mean?
no.
I think somebody tweeted not too long ago. This is like the first time in like some months that there's not, it's a white majority top 10, you know what I mean, in terms of like the songs.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like mostly
Lil Nas X been #1 for 10 weeks already.
Something like that. Yeah. But if you look at the rest of it, it's
so
not
take
too many
away. I want a question real quick to interrupt. Take away Old Town Road. Just completely take it away. What's the next top song that would be #1 if that song didn't come
by
out?
a black artist?
In general.
You know what? I think it's by Billie Eilish. If y'all listen to Billie
Yeah,
Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Yeah,
What is that shit called?
I couldn't tell you.
No, wait, no. It wouldn't be an individual song by her. She has the #1 album in the country right now, though.
She does?
Yes.
Okay.
And Khaled.
How did she have the #1 album in the country when I
Because-
thought Igor was?
No, Igor was last week.
Yeah, last week.
And then for second week sales, and that's exactly why I asked that question about
Is that the tomboy shorty?
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
she not throwing no butt.
No, she might.
Hey, I don't know if she a lesbian.
But her
I
people,
don't know.
her people work in the music industry
Yeah,
too,
so-
so she's
but that's
she like
exactly
posts.
She ain't scattering no butt.
what, bro.
Oh, son.
Anyway,
Sorry,
I think
Billy. I
she-
know it's Pride Month and we love the Pride Month.
I don't think
so-
she's a lesbian.
But guess what?
She ain't no lesbian.
She not?
No, she just ain't scattering butt.
all right, look.
You ain't no
I'ma say
lesbian
this.
and you not scattering.
I'm gonna say
ass.
this.
I agree.
I'm gonna say this.
It's why I brought up the first week sales
We're
because
fucked. We're never getting anywhere.
This podcast is
we go,
as long as we start using fake names on this podcast, I think
we'll
we
be
can
okay.
we can all still continue to get jobs in the future. But between this one and the last one, you know what I mean?
Which
It
one?
might be
Last
all right.
what?
The last episode.
That don't count.
For you, it still counts. But nah, continue what you were saying.
Because I personally don't understand why first week sales are so important, and it's only in hip hop and rap. You don't see it in any other genre. Because second week you could still be #1 in second week. You could catapult that. Because look at second week, Billie Eilish is now #1 album. Khaled is #2, and Igor is 3. Shout out to DJ Khaled for his record label. For the new name of his record label. We trying to be the best. We not the best.
We the second best.
My man is just trying.
We the second
to go
best.
up there. So keep that same energy with Billie Eilish, the same way you did with Tyler the Creator. Keep that shit with her.
We almost
now that it's the
blessed.
second weekend, you still not #1 because now with her being #1 and him still being second, now it plays into this. I think having a #1 album first week, that shit is overrated. I think it's just to have that accolade under your belt.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And I think it plays into a deeper problem. Well, not problem, just a deeper thing in history with black people not being acknowledged and given credit to when the credit is due. So when you feel like when you put out a great product, or when you feel like you put out a great product, and you're not instantaneously gratified, awarded, and people don't give that shit to you, you automatically feel like, now why the fuck don't I have that #1 album? Why the fuck don't I have that? Like,
I'm pretty sure none of y'all niggas read this, but there's a book by W.B. Du Bois called "Souls of Black Folk," and it talks a lot about the duality.
Oh, Future wrote that?
Yeah, Future wrote that.
Yeah,
fucking right.
W.E.E.D. Du Bois.
W.B. Du Bois. You know what I mean? And it was interesting because
F.U.T. Du Bois.
this nigga, he brings up the fact that as black people, we kind of see,
W.E.E.D. Du Bois.
Yeah, okay. No. Yeah, hey.
W.E.E.D.
Yeah, hey. Nah.
Y'all niggas is ignorant.
Yeah, he brought up the point that as black people in America, we tend to see ourselves through the. Can I get to my point before niggas start laughing, bro?
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
Yeah, 100%. No. Listen, that as black people, we tend to see ourselves through the view of white people.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if you guys ever been in a situation where it's like, oh, this is why white people don't fuck with us because you know what I mean. A black person's tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why is that like relevant?
You kind of inherit. That's like that kind of goes into a whole lot of stuff too because there are things that black people just inherit. You just grow up thinking that.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. But going to what he was saying about instant gratification, it's like, yo, if I have a #1 album.
The whole world,
you know what I'm saying? All these crackers are gonna see me as in a
what?
All these crackers are going to see me,
Bro, we're fucked. You realize there's some white people listening to us that don't agree until you just call.
Hey, listen, that word should hold no offense to them.
Hey, bro, listen,
that word should hold no offense.
Zero offense to them, but if there's a white person listening
and they don't
agree with us.
Bro, I love all people.
They listen to the wrong
stop. Yeah, exactly. Stop listening to the podcast. No disrespect to them, but it's like, why are you like putting yourself in that position where you don't even agree with us and you listen to us?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But like going back to the point,
but just share share the podcast. So, but when you stop listening to the podcast, make sure to share it with somebody that you think will agree with that part. So do your due diligence, motherfuckers.
We might have gone. We might have stopped listening. But if you're still listening and you don't agree with the podcast, tell your homie who might agree with the podcast.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? Get us some more viewers.
Niggas.
But no. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, as black people, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we view ourselves as like, okay, how might a white person see us? Or how might, like, you know what I mean? Like, so if I have a #1 album...
Through the white gaze.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on a pedestal that I might have never been on had a #1 album. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of pedestals... I
like who's being put on a pedestal?
Anybody on Tinder right now. Because you are getting swiped right, so you're being put in a position that you might not have been put in.
Hold on. Before we get into Tinder, I have a question for y'all. I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question.
It's going to be a long episode.
Yeah, I have a question. No, it's a pretty simple question. I was wondering, have y'all ever requested a hand job?
Me? Yes.
Why you keep raising your hand, bro?
My God.
Hold on, I told him myself.
Popcorn.
I plead the fifth.
No, but think about it. Have y'all ever requested a hand job? Like, you ever been out with a girl at any moment and felt like a hand job was...
You know what?
Hold on, just anywhere?
The movies.
Just
the movies?
Anywhere, like...
Why do you keep...
Maybe when I was 15 and a half.
Why you...
If I'm out with a shorty right now, we're going to the crib and I'm beating up walls. You nuts? Fucking sliding in guts. You nuts?
Are you nuts? We sliding in guts.
Are you nuts? We sliding in guts.
Sometimes a nigga get cocky and I be like, yo, put it in for me. You know what I'm saying? You can touch it then, but like, I don't want you beating my shit when I can beat your shit.
That's the only way.
You nuts? I don't want you ever thinking for a second, because then the shorty will be like, oh shit, I don't even gotta give up the puss. I can just give a hand. No, you're getting your walls beat. I'm busting up them guts.
4 walls.
You must be nuts. I'm busting up them guts.
You must
that's
be
a
nuts.
good slogan. We got some good slogans on this show, man.
Bro,
we got some very misogynist slogans. I fuck with it.
If the what's the something swollen in the colon?
Tongue in the colon, lead a booty swollen.
Everybody pour one more shot. I got a little toast, man. Fuck it.
All right, fuck it.
But hold on.
That's the last shot I'm taking.
Yeah, while niggas is toasting, I got a goddamn Tinder story for y'all ass to hopefully, you know, actually hear what the hell niggas is talking about, because we is fucking wilding out this episode. And Dennis really over. Every time we say some weird shit, Dennis really looking at us like, this really might be the last episode.
I feel so bad saying the crazy shit around Dennis.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
He probably got people from the church listening.
No. Here's the thing.
The congregation hates us.
First and foremost,
I want to put this.
I love y'all.
That part.
Yeah,
that's how you know when somebody about to start.
Yeah, that's when niggas gonna let you down.
The pastor be pressuring him. Please get them niggas in here.
No. For real though. I feel like this. If we're gonna keep it,
all the way straight.
we're gonna keep it a thou wow. You know what I'm saying?
Little thou wow. Shout out Little thou wow.
Matter of fact, we gonna keep it a Billy.
We're gonna let's keep it a Billy. No Hove.
Woo! Right? There you go.
Hold on. So me personally, I like to just have conversations. You know what I'm saying? Different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I'm saying? We all relate. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So I like to have these conversations, different perspective. We're all in different places in our lives, so I don't mind. Some things that I may not have full input on, but you know what I'm saying? I'm here to give my perspective too.
Y'all still haven't answered my question.
Y'all ain't never said nothing.
I already answered.
I can answer that question.
Why not?
I've requested.
Wait. They have your number crumbs?
How they taste anyway?
There's more under.
Take that paper out.
This nigga is faded.
Right.
Oh my god.
Faded.
Yo.
Nigga, I'm faded.
I'm still
it's like you ain't never fuck a bitch.
Hope I don't stay jaded.
You ain't never fuck a broad and she still had a little. And you pulled her a little condom out of the joint. That means she is a trick.
When she do what now?
Excuse me.
You fuck.
I want to know what he said. Excuse me.
I didn't hear a word he said.
Bro, I swear to God.
If she pull a condom out the Pepperidge Farm bag, mind a man.
Why are they condoms in a Pepperidge Farm bag?
No, I'm saying you ain't never fucked no skeezer and like you like think, whoa, what's that? And you pull a condom.
You got a skeezer. You got to please her.
Hold on.
Well, you put a condom out her bag or her pussy?
Her puss.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Whoa. Brother man.
I've had some encounters with some skeezers.
It sounds like
hold on.
And this nigga was clowning me for sucking toes.
Before you had an encounter with her?
I'm pretty sure he pulled the condom out her pussy and still beat.
No, I ain't beat.
He beat.
Yeah, he did.
My man. You already know it.
All right, look.
You are filthy, bro.
To the miseducated, if you are listening to this podcast,
you're going to court.
You are going.
He going to court this episode.
You are going to court.
Yo, listen.
So you out with a bitch that you think that she's a legitimate, wholesome ass broad. You do a little finger action and you feel the little latex. You pull that shit out. Ding. Cobwebs.
Do you put it on?
Oh, fuck no. Are you nuts? Wow.
At least you got to recycle, nigga.
All right, this is my last time. This is my last time.
Recycle, nigga.
This is my last time on this show. My last show is today.
Honestly, Dennis, I completely understand. I'm not mad at you.
You gotta recycle condoms?
I mean, it's LA. Bro, why not recycle condoms?
No, it's not LA. Don't blame LA for that. That's some Dallas shit. You fucking shorty.
Gotta go green.
You gotta
Literally
really got that
green.
snappy nappy dugout for you to get fucked and the condom to just get lost like it's fucking Chronicles of Narnia in that puss. And you just
wait. So what did you do? So what did you do after you removed?
So first of all, I was a youngin', so fingering was really just at.
So you was like 9 at this time.
I'm glad you gave me that.
Yeah.
No, I was probably like maybe like
10. Hey.
I'm a late bloomer. So I was probably like 17, 18. I'm fingering a joint.
You were still fingering at 17, bro?
I was.
All right, listen.
I mean, yo, he used to hoop, and he was in New York. You know what I mean?
He had the basketball shorts under the denim.
Motherfucker.
I definitely had the ball shorts under the denim.
Yo.
All I'm saying is, I may have found a little, but when I pulled the joint out, that shit was like a Durag, so I knew it won't really no brother in there. So I was just like, if you're
using a Durag, you may as well go raw.
I'm gonna keep it a stack.
The fact that y'all recognize the fact that y'all
using condoms. Whoa, hold on.
I'm gonna keep it a whole buck.
Wait.
Hold on. You said what?
Can we move on to the Tinder Stories?
No, fuck that.
Nah, y'all need to be in health class, bro. Y'all need to go.
I'm just saying,
y'all need to go to a conference.
No, first of all, everybody shut up. You ain't never had to beat a bitch and you got a roommate. You be like, hold on. Hear me out.
No.
Ain't nobody hearing shit you gotta say, bro.
You ain't never have a little shorty over. You had to beat, but you ain't had no Jimmy hat. Well, no pun intended.
I always got a Jimmy.
Nah, I ain't have one. And then you gotta go knock on your roommate's door like,
don't
yo,
ever
bro,
say nothing again. Bro.
Look out, please look out. You got a Jimmy hat, and then he give you a Durag, and you gotta slide that little bitch on.
First of all, I wouldn't trust
trying
him
to slide.
If a nigga give you a Durag,
come on, bro, he handing you that. He don't
trust you.
He has no type of interest in your success.
That's true.
You gonna not use a Jimmy hat, or you gonna use a Durag?
Not use a Jimmy hat.
What I'm gonna not use it.
Hold on. You're living a dangerous life.
The sheriff
listen.
out here.
You have a better chance of not getting somebody pregnant not using the Jimmy hat than you have using the Durag.
Why?
I've never used a Durag.
What kind of statistics
are
these?
Man, what kind of do-rag you got on today, bro? Like,
you nuts?
Hey, man.
Yo, y'all wildin'. I still ain't got to this Tinder story, though. Y'all niggas is wild.
No, fuck that Tinder story. We're talking about Kevy Boy rolling the fucking dice.
Yahtzee. Yo, we call it Yahtzee.
Hold on.
My shit don't work.
We call it Yahtzee.
Listen. Using a Durag.
Come on.
You are almost always guaranteed to have a condom rip.
That's true.
Use a Trojan. If you are using a condom, use a Trojan.
Duh. It always rips. So then when it does, that gives you an excuse to roll that ass.
So going back to my original point, you have a better chance of not getting somebody pregnant.
Just raw.
Going raw and pulling out.
I seen on Instagram this week, somebody said condom sex smells like AutoZone.
That was dead ass me. That was me. Oh, God, that was me.
That was you who said that?
Yo. Nigga ain't lying.
Hopefully niggas hear me this episode. That's like the second time my recording popped out.
Yo, I'm gonna keep
well,
a
you know,
stack,
if you pulling out, let me just be honest with you, dog, because
I know
that you know.
Yeah, what's the honesty like?
Bro, I do not
What's the honesty like?
My mother is going to be pissed.
But honestly, Mom, if you're listening to this show,
if you
just stop listening to the podcast,
smashing a chick that
my wife's gonna tell me to switch friends.
Yeah. if you smashing a chick anyways, and you just already know that she fine, it's like, all right, you know, if I get her pregnant, whatever.
No.
It's never. Whatever.
You can excuse yourself.
No.
Just don't pull out. Come on now, let me tell you something, bro. Like, they got vitamins that you can like take that help you not to like come fast.
What vitamins are? No,
bro.
stop.
What vitamins are these?
You know
where did you find?
I swear to God, they do.
Stop. Speaking of where do we find something?
Where did you find vagina?
We stop. We have Tinder stories.
Yeah, I need to get to the
that
Tinder
you
story.
found
in our emails.
Please,
we got two of them,
let's move on to because I do not want to hear this story from Cori. I do not want to hear what vitamins. Yo, before you get to Tinder, bless you.
What the?
The nasty niggas. Shit.
So
this is the first time this nigga done sneeze on the show talking about he allergic to nasty niggas. But yeah, because I done seen a thing where it was like, yo, like if you have like if you go have like raw sex or whatever, these are like certain like fruits or whatever, like herbs you can eat or whatever.
True.
I promise you, if there's any shorty looking at this like a picture of like certain like whatever that you can eat after you have like raw sex and you might be pregnant. And it might, like, you know, count as birth control. Do not look at that thread. Get on birth control.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They were talking about eating papaya 3 times a day.
No, do that, though, because it does help with your
Wait a goddamn minute.
Eating papaya 3 times a day for, like, a week, and you're good.
And you won't get anybody pregnant?
And you will not get anybody pregnant. So do not...
fun in that.
I'm right. We play Yahtzee over here, my man.
All right.
Wow.
Too many handshakes this episode.
See, y'all need to be hanging out with Chauncey.
Yo,
speaking of Chauncey.
Speaking of Chauncey.
We got some other niggas in my goddamn... In our DMs and in our Gmail.
You fix that real quick.
Yo, let's toast up and then we go get to the Tinder stories and then we go.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, toast to y'all.
Are you ready?
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Over the teeth.
That nigga's drinking out.
Down the hatch.
Yes, sir.
Pray to God we land in some snatch.
Snatch game. Right. Playing the snatch game. Okay, yeah. Y'all niggas left me some backwash in the Douce bottle. Goddamn.
Please get to them Tinder stories.
So we got this goddamn story right here. So it's like, what's up, fellas? I got a What's up, fellas? I got a Tinder story to tell you, and the shit is hella recent. Y'all niggas give me a slave name because that's what I am to the pussy. Fucking slave.
Oh my god. Who is this nigga?
Yo. Oh my god.
We'll call him.
Who calls this nigga Zeke?
No, fuck that.
No, that's a slave name. No, nigga, Zeke is a slave name.
Ezel is a slave name.
Zeke. All right, Ezel. We're gonna call this nigga Ezel.
Ezel for Friday.
No. Call that nigga Buddha.
Okay, Buddha. Ezel Buddha.
Ezel Buddha.
Ezel Buddha.
Ooh, sheesh. Okay, so we're gonna call that nigga that. So I met this little mommy on Tinder. And we've been vibing for about 2 to 3 weeks now. She fine as hell, ass fat, peanut butter brown skin, soft lips. Like you expect her to pull up on a nigga and fuck his socks off, right? Well, man, I thought so too. I should have known it was too good to be true. She was from somewhere in like the valley, some called like West Hills or some shit like that. But I thought the valley was full of porn stars. But mommy fucked me like I was paying for pussy on an EBT card.
Mommy fucked me like I was paying for pussy on an EBT card? What is that even?
Oh, we just gonna keep reading.
I guess
just looking pissed off at me the whole time she was fucking me. Cause you know whenever your EBT card ain't really working, you just got that angry look on your face. It's like,
I guess.
No, you got that I eat ass face. Like you're like,
yeah, I don't know what's going on. You gotta call the government. Goddamn, I don't know.
Is that the I eat ass? Yo, can niggas chime in?
Let him finish.
Anywho, she gave some fire head though. So kudos to you, sis.
yo.
Sis, kudos.
Y'all niggas trash. You, sis. But when she was riding me, it turns out that when she was riding me, it was a turnoff because she kept a grimace on her face like she was driving a lane to smash. Like she was driving a lane to smash on the nigga. Like she had a Drew Lee grimace on her face.
Yo. Okay.
Yo, can you come on the show, please?
Yo, what's his name? What we call him?
Buddha. Ezel Buddha.
Ezel Buddha.
Like she had a Drew Lee grimace on her face, and I thought she was going to slit my throat the way she was looking at me. I was trying to come, so I was willing to indeed die for the pussy. Oh boy.
He sucked some toes.
He probably did some suck some toes. Okay, so let's skip around a bit. We smashed twice in a 2-hour span. I really thought my dick was finna tear like an ACL. So I told her I was finna shower because I felt filthy. Not because I was covered in sweat and what I thought was cum, but I just felt like, what the fuck am I doing here? I get out the shower ass naked and forget she's still in my bed. She sees me and says, "Oh, we ready for round 3.
Round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this nasty motherfucker won twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me being quick on my feet, I told her I had to shit and backed off. I went back to the bathroom.
This nigga said he had to shit and backed off.
I went back to the bathroom for a while.
Hold on. Before you continue, any nigga listen to the podcast, do not ever tell you a woman you need to shit. And that is why you cannot continue, you know what I mean, doing whatever the hell it is you guys are doing.
Whatever happens to you after you say that you deserved it.
Exactly. Thank you, Freeway.
He's like, I went back to the bathroom for a while and turned the water back on. I almost drowned myself because I didn't want to be rude and totally toss her ass out. He almost
drowned in the pussy, so he swam to the butt.
My man.
Stop.
But I shouldn't have to make myself come twice while you're covering my bed in cream. Wow.
What?
And she did spend the night. This nigga here ain't have no type of control. When I opened my eyes the next morning, she was giving me head, and that was a plus. But I didn't forget about the night before, and I was swiping on Tinder the whole time she was giving me head. She eventually made up for it by making me come. But what else could she have done? The night before I was left jacking off in a dark shower listening to Bon Jovi. Pause.
That's
wait.
That sounds
wait.
dangerously close to Cowboy.
That sounds dangerously close.
Wait. Son was jerking off in the bathroom listening to Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I think it was accidentally. Hold on, we gotta finish the story. Long story short, I'm alive today.
We've uncovered something. Hold on. I think we've uncovered something.
Yo, this is over.
Hold on. Accidental way to jerk off to Bon Jovi.
Way to jack off to Bon Jovi.
What?
Somebody walk me through this.
Yo.
From A to B to C. Somebody walk me through this.
I need an explanation.
I just need a couple.
What was the Bon Jovi song?
This episode all over the place. I don't know what this nigga was jacking off to, but he said
it sounded like he was jacking off to Bon Jovi.
No, it was a
That's
Bon
what
Jovi.
you said.
He said he was in the dark shower jacking off in the Bon Jovi.
He was in a dark shower jacking off to Bon Jovi.
And the Bon Jovi was probably just on. You know, he probably was listening.
Bon Jovi was probably just on.
Maybe he was listening to like Guns N' Roses first, and then Bon Jovi just came on.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and let you finish.
That's a sick playlist.
About EP04.
He's like, long story short, I'm alive today to let niggas know that just because she's a baddie don't mean her pussy fire. Looks can be deceiving, and I was deceived. I want to fuck a refund.
Oh my god!
But who am I to turn down some more sex?
You know what?
And that was Ezel Buddha. Everyone.
That was Ezel Buddha. Ezel Buddha. You know what? Ezel Buddha. I feel you, bro.
I want to know if Ezel Buddha ate some toes.
He probably ate some toes.
You know, he got in between them.
Yo, listen. There's toe jam. There's nothing wrong. Yo,
little toe jam.
Okay. You know what? I don't even want to talk about this. Is there another Tinder story?
Yeah, I got another one.
Yo, what the fuck are you lighting up?
I'm lighting up. You know what? Shout out to Better Sound Studios. Somebody else was smoking a blunt in here.
I'm about to say, don't even look like shit.
Yo, Knife.
Look at this.
My man over here, he found a roach somewhere, and he just let this shit out. I don't know where he found it.
Shout out to my nigga Knife. He has a samurai sword right now, mixing our shit as we're like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, doing the podcast. If anybody here, because it's a few people I got to shout out. I'm sure y'all got to shout out some people.
Yeah, I got some people to shout out.
Before we get to the next Tinder story, I want to shout out my nigga Knife. If anybody needs anywhere to record, my nigga Knife will hook you up. When I was still rapping, I know y'all heard me freestyle a little bit earlier. When I was still rapping, my nigga Knife hooked me up. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I needed a podcast done, I had my nigga Knife. He hooked us up. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out my homie DJ Detroit.
Okay.
Got the new mix recently. I want to shout out the homegirl Hakima.
Okay.
She asked me to shout her out this episode, so I'm gonna shout her out.
That's what's up.
Shout out Hakima.
Shout out to Hakima.
Yo, Hakima, come on the show.
Yeah.
She from the Nation of Islam, so that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
And yes, the engineer's name is Knife, and he will stab you.
Yeah.
So,
legitimately stab you.
Yeah, he will fucking
literally
stab
has a knife in his hand, a samurai sword.
He has a samurai sword in his hand.
As we're talking to you, he has a samurai sword. When I seen him walk up smoking hookah with a samurai sword in his hand, I was like, okay,
I need to fuck with him.
Exactly. I don't need nobody else mixing my podcast. Not a soul.
Not a soul.
Not a soul. Shout out to my nigga Kevy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Freeway.
Yes, sir.
Eventually we're gonna tell the Freeway story. Shout out to my nigga Cori. Cori got a couple people to shout out.
Yeah, shout out to everybody back home who've been supporting the podcast. My partners, you know, that I grew up with, man, you know, they down there spinning it. You know, niggas basically should be on vinyl. That's how good we sound, basically. So shout out to everybody back home, you know, just listening to the vinyl. Not the vinyl, goddamn. Shout out to niggas listening to the podcast. And shout out everywhere, man. Shout out everybody here in LA, man, too, who's supporting us. Shout out everybody that's just supporting us, man. We trying to give y'all a different take on podcasts. We're not trying to give y'all the same old
100%
formula.
100%. And you know what? Before we move on, I want to shout out my nigga Big Irie, also known as
yeah.
I'm not gonna say his government because it's dangerously close to a very, very famous rapper.
Yeah.
But shout out to my nigga Big Irie. He's one of the main people who told us exactly what verdict we should give Cori, and he's one of our he's one of our biggest supporters.
That's what's up. Shout
and
out
I'm pretty sure he'll help us decide our verdict on Kevin.
On
Kevin.
Yeah, because I am
He's
not
gonna
on trial
help
this
us shout
episode.
out
Kevin is currently
on Kevin.
Kevin is currently taking selfies of himself.
Absolutely.
In the studio.
Absolutely.
I'm getting the Durag tails.
Yo, get the.
All right, let's get back to that.
Yeah, we got one more, y'all. So this one right here, dog, is from. He said, "Call him Mars."
Mars?
This is an Alabama Tinder story.
Oh no, this is disgusting already.
Whoa.
This is disgusting.
This is already starting off on the wrong.
Because they can't have abortions in Alabama, so this is already gone wrong.
Here it is. Shout out to the
fuck the roach.
I'm glad you smoked that.
So I just moved to Alabama. I'm newly single. I lived here for almost a year. I didn't know anyone when I first moved here. The culture here is if you don't know people, they don't usually like outsiders to introduce you. Dating scene was even harder. Then because women here, they didn't like different styles or people they didn't know. Women here like typical frat boy, khaki wearing, boat shoes, and fish shirt ass people.
He's talking about L.A.?
No, he's talking about Alabama, fool.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yo, Alabama and L.A. synonymous?
No. I was just wondering because I I'll keep it a sec. I missed a whole, like, you know what I mean?
He lived in Alabama.
Okay.
But hold on. So I had to stick out. I stuck out like a sore thumb being from the great state of Texas. Shout out to you. So I hear about this dating app, Tinder. This dating app, Tinder, from people around the office, and I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. So I download the app and I meet up with a couple of people here and there. And it is what it is, sex, first date, whatever. Then I meet this girl on there and she invited me to hang out. She lives in one of the richest parts of Birmingham. Single, no kids, a year or two older than me, and she's a teacher. She invites me to She invites me to her house the first date. The date is going good, but a lot of conversations kept going to if I ever wanted to have kids with her one day. This is the first date. This is the first date, y'all. Like I said, it's the first date. She's already planning to introduce me to her friends and family. Asking me if I can hang out again later that weekend. I'm skeptical and I try to fill it out. I'm like, let me think about it and see what I got going on. She jumps on me, kisses me, and things start to get hot, but doesn't go anywhere from there. So I leave. Weekend comes by and I had something going on, so I couldn't kick it with her. She was pissed off. She hits me mad, like she's my girlfriend, why I couldn't hang out with her and all of that. The next week comes by and she invites me back to her place. We're kicking it and it's going good. We're drinking, having a good time. Then she starts having random nosebleeds. So I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Wait.
Can we backtrack?
Yes.
Random nosebleeds?
Random nosebleeds. Mm-hmm. What? Random nosebleeds. Yeah. So we start talking about exes while we're watching a movie. And I use her quote. She used to date a steroid cocaine junkie, and she used to do it all with him because she didn't think it was a big deal. But they ended up splitting up, and she continued to do the coke, which explains the nosebleed.
Makes sense now.
So at this point, I see a lot of red flags. She starts talking about having kids again. So I ask her, I'm like, why? Hold on. So I ask her, I'm like, well, why would I want to get you pregnant and we just met? What are your beliefs? Like, what do you think this is going to be? She flat out says, oh, if you got me pregnant, you wouldn't even know. I would never tell you. She then starts to try to get freaky with me, and I'm single, and I'm like, whatever. She was fine as shit, so why not? We go to her room. She's ass fucking naked, and we start getting freaky, and I tell her, let me get a condom. She says she didn't like condoms because she's allergic to condoms.
It happens.
That bitch a liar.
Yep. She said
nah, real life, like, some joints be allergic to condoms.
She said she allergic to condoms.
They just be one of the raw dog.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look.
Oh, boy.
Either way.
What you got?
No, that's literally exactly where we're going to end it.
Yeah.
Either way. ... Question mark.
So she was like, she's allergic to condoms, and if I was going to fuck her with a condom, that means I wasn't serious about her and I didn't trust her. So I said, okay, let me get a lambskin condom. That's better. It's almost like you're raw, but you're not raw. She goes on to say, no, she doesn't want any condoms, like, whatsoever. So I politely declined, and I tried to get some sleep at her place, but she kept bitching. So you didn't have sex with her, she's pissed off, and you try to spend the night with her afterwards. That's a recipe for disaster there. So
yeah, he a bozo.
Yeah, that.
Was he homeless?
No. He just was at her crib. He thought she was fine as a motherfucker. He wanted to have sex with her, but he wanted to wear a condom.
Yo, listen.
So, but I had, he was like, I had two choices: get up and leave, or give in and fuck this girl. I chose to get up and leave because I didn't want to take the gamble of having a kid. And all the red flags of this girl is trying to trap me were there. So I got up and left. She calls me, texting me to come back and this and that. I was leaving because, like, you know, I wasn't trying to have no kids with her. And she just obviously kept trying to get me trapped. And she was like, well, you're just mad because you didn't get any pussy. He was like, I could have already fucked you, but you didn't want to let me get a condom and protect myself. Ever since then, she's still been blowing my phone up, but I haven't spoken to her weird ass since.
Yo, your man Mars from Alabama, stay away from the show.
Yeah, that nigga need to pack up and move. All right.
Kevin is faded as a motherfucker over here. I can see it in his eyes. But yeah, Mars, man, that there sounds like a situation that
he was better off just rubbing one out in the bathroom and just going home.
True. You know, put on a little Bon Jovi.
Oh put on, my God. throw on some Bon Jovi.
Throw a little Living on a Prayer, goddamn, and get to whacking. But this episode is all over the fucking place. But anywho, yeah, Mars, man, you did the right thing. Left. Don't worry about getting trapped with her. She was obviously, she said that she wasn't going to even tell you if she gotten pregnant. So that's clear signs that she was trying to trap you.
Yeah.
And you were trying to do the smart thing, the right thing, and wear a condom, which, you know, we also kind of have negated wearing condoms on this show. So, yeah, whatever. But you did the right thing and left, man. And, you know, you're doing the right thing by ignoring all her weird ass and stalker ass comments and phone calls and text messages. So keep doing that shit. And
again, listeners, if you guys have any Tinder stories, especially the ladies, we haven't gotten one from any women.
Some from the ladies.
If any of you women have any Tinder stories or Bumble or Hinge or whatever apps y'all using, or if you just meet a weirdo out on the street, send us these stories, man.
Yeah, we Miseducated Podcast on IG. DM us.
Yes, you can be anonymous. We do not have to say your name. And everyone, if you learned something today, or if you were misled in any form, shape, or fashion, whatever it is,
right.
We don't care.
We don't care about that shit, nigga. That's your fault. You listening to us, but keep listening to us.
Yes, exactly. So subscribe, share, give us your feedback. We appreciate y'all. The revolution will be podcasted. This is the Miseducated Podcast, episode 4. Checking the fuck out.
Peace.
Yeah.